We're Raging Rolls, a bunch of nerdy-ass Aussies who get together when we can to play Dungeons & Dragons, try out voices, and have a whole lot of chaotic fun. We stream on Twitch on Thursday nights, with the VOD available immediately after broadcast. A shorter form of our shows are available on YouTube the following week. If you enjoy what we do, hit that follow button or even subscribe to show your support for the stream and share your feedback with us.
Grab a duck and I go to sleep.
Well, those things sucked. I just hope that they weren't drawn to us like moths to a flame. I found it a bit sus that there were two of them walking in pairs. That's the kind of random stuff I'd expect maybe like one to stumble across us, but
They wouldn't have thought they were like social creatures.
no. And that's where I'm worried that we're something like acting as a beacon, drawing them to us.
That pinging sound, they can hear it.
Still pings in your brain, Sly. Just quite regularly.
As we get closer to our destination, is it still... Like, does it feel like it's closer, or...?
It doesn't change. It doesn't change noticeably. Just very, very slightly, but it still feels like it's fairly distant.
Have I experienced anything like this before?
Absolutely nothing. Like, you've heard these pings ever since Tourmaline. Seem to be just quite regular. Just frequent. Hasn't changed too much in its intensity, frequency, or pitch.
When you
But
say
in the direction that...
frequency, do you mean like it's going off regularly, whether it's 1 minute? It's not getting faster between pings.
Not getting faster or louder.
But as we go in the direction we're going, is it getting stronger or weaker? Or is it being consistent?
It's fairly consistent. It might be getting marginally stronger, but not heaps.
I just do my regular sleep routine, hugging this duck that probably doesn't want to be hugged, and I go...
Hang on a second.
Duck's like...
No, sorry. In the direction you're heading, it's getting very slightly fainter, but it sounds already pretty faint.
Interesting.
Rubber ducky, you're the one.
Okay, with the ducks all settled, ready for bed, everyone finds their space in the cave. Who isn't on watch? Who is on watch?
Jorgen and Gregor.
Alright, give me... Oh, the two squishiest people right now. Give me a perception check, please.
Oh, goody. Goody.
Nice.
Oh my god. 10.
And 11.
You're still
Solid.
barely knocked about from that last encounter, so your attention isn't as focused on what's your surroundings, rather than essentially licking your wounds. You don't tend to notice anything.
Doesn't mean it's not out there.
Oh, I see nothing.
I see slightly more, but still nothing.
I think we're good.
And then suddenly the whole horizon is lit up with these beaming lights. No, just kidding. We're going to end the session there as you guys finish your watch. The others kind of stir and wake up as
We get long rest.
you get a long rest. The nightly aurora dissipates and the day becomes just that slightly bit lighter, but not enough to make it worthwhile.
I am no longer exhausted.
Hooray!
They're reporting to the wrong standard.
Actually, have an idea. No. Depends if anyone, if you all want to finish now, we can. Otherwise, I have an idea.
Well, you can't.
Don't
do that to us. You have to...
Don't tease us, DM. You can't just
Gee.
tickle my balls and say, no, that's it. Come
Yeah,
on.
you
That's
can.
my bullet
Make
through.
it snuffer. You know you want to.
You can't give me blue balls for a week, DM.
Alright. You all wake up, get yourselves organised. I assume you all head further westward, heading in the direction you were originally heading.
How did the ducks sleep? Well,
When you wake up, the ducks are already outside this little cave. Unless you guys sealed it completely. If there was a small opening, they would have found their way out. Not too far from it, but they're kind of just wandering around the doorway, trying to find anything they can to try and eat or just be destructive.
because they're predators,
They're just
monsters.
complete
Just this
discharge.
pile of corpses outside.
Hey, has anyone seen my ration?
So with that, you all head on westward, and hang on.
I hear that life is peaceful there.
Oh shit! What just happened?
Go west.
What happened?
Broke.
I accidentally hit a button and logged myself out of Foundry. So just
Now
be
the
right
game
back.
is over.
did I log you all out as well or no? I hope not.
Nope. Just
mean-
yourself.
Just
Yeah.
me.
At least it hasn't happened yet.
That's what I want.
I need to long rest.
The DM has one straight lock of hair coming down his head. It looks like he has a Sharpie marker. Someone's gone.
Okay. As you walk on, I would like anyone who's leading the pack. I'll get two of you to select who's leading, and I want those two to roll me a perception check.
I mean, my
Good
passive
bits.
perception is 19.
Cool.
I have a +4 to my perception.
Okay. All right. Cool. So you're not actively looking, so you're just walking along, finding your way further westward. The snow and the surrounds change their landscape a little bit. Whereas in the previous night you couldn't find anything to kind of shelter behind, a half a day's hike further on. So let's move it forward to about 1 in the afternoon. You see a small kind of embankment of snow to your right as you're walking along. It's not right next to the path, it's a bit off to the way. You see a rocky alcove, like rock shelf there. There's a small sort of darker patch that sort of hangs under the snow ledge.
So So we would have hit this thing if we didn't fuck around with Nessie
Probably.
yesterday. You know.
Sorry, does it look entirely natural, or does it look man-made, like a barrow or a shelter? Or...
You can now give me a perception check if you're looking for, or an investigation if you're approaching it and looking for something specific.
I'll see Jorgen stop and look, and I'll just like guidance just to give him a little D4.
I'm 17.
It looks fairly natural from a distance, but as you approach it, you can get kind of the sense that some of the rock face looks more worn than it should be. And as you approach it further, you can see that it's, imagine like, you know, a wave, like a barrel wave, where kind of like it's exposed on one end but it goes into a tunnel on the other end. It's that kind of effect you're looking at, but with snow. So if you were to investigate further, you can get the idea that there is this rock wall tends into a tunnel.
What do you think, party?
It's a tunnel.
Well, I like to press the button. I can't help myself. I always want to see what's going to happen. I mean, why don't we press the button? Yeah, I mean, I haven't prepared my spells yet for today, so we can leave that for next session, and then we can have a look. I mean, there might be some treasure, some booty, like something that we can use.
How far are we from the coast at this stage?
Probably about halfway, maybe a third of the way.
It's a long way to have hauled pirate booty, but
Well, there might not be pirate booty. There could be other booty. I mean, booty is booty.
Booty.
And if one is so inclined, pursue the booty.
We should probably, go down the hole. It would be a shame to not.
I mean, we're
As long as the
unlikely
hole's-
to find this place again.
We want to make sure the booty hole is like, you know, comfortable. Like,
I
If
think
you
we
go
should
to
be
enter
going this right away.
Well, you could the whole team of Fists could get you right in there.
No, you don't be
What
around.
if we sent
I
a
think-
scouting
Maybe a few
guard?
people could hang out at the top, just do a little clean job, make sure it's a clean room.
maybe just like maybe coax it a little bit. Like, has anyone got any poppers?
What if we put a duck in it? Scouting party.
Set the duck in first.
Hey, Tolbin. Can you turn into a hamster?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Oh my!
Gerbil?
Absolutely.
Oh, it's a
You can
gerbil.
wear it if you want. Is this the Richard Gere cave or?
It's the Mr. Slave cave.
Oh my!
Oh my! The Lemmywinks cave. The wonders.
As you stand there kind of debating whether you should go down this path or not, just this cool breeze that
No, it's
comes out of this
not a path to DM. It's a booty hole.
booty hole.
Is
That's
there-
You say a cool breeze came out of the booty hole?
what I said.
Is it stale and stank? Or is it
Really
fresh
stanky,
and-
yeah. It's stale.
You all take one poison gas.
Is that rotten eggs?
God, fails.
Be a sleeping giant's anus.
Oh.
I mean, we've got to do it now. It just farted on us. How do we scout? How do we probe the cave?
Well,
Gently,
first you want to like glove up and then maybe some
I
some
can
like
actually-
canola oil or something like some.
Hang on. Let me just get this. Do you enter the Cave of Wonders first?
Not unprepared.
Not unprepared.
Who
I reckon we
disturbed
enter.
my
Yes.
slumber?
If we want to scout it out, I can either get small and go scout it out, or I can find familiar and send a familiar down there.
Familiar.
I mean,
You
maybe.
beat dragons.
Yeah, I mean, Greykov is small. Greykov, do you feel comfortable exploring first?
I could be
Exploratory
first to
button.
probe
Yep.
the hole.
Yeah. I just
What's your
pull
familiar?
out a tub of butter. Yeah, we'll just like make sure you're ready to go. Okay. I'm gonna probe.
Tell them
caves are
what's
out of
your
the game.
familiar?
We are
Really?
dirty individuals.
Caves and tunnels.
Caves, tunnel, then the underground is now gone.
And black holes.
Completely.
And
So,
brown.
Who's going for a little sticky bake? Anyone?
I mean,
I'll-
something that's natural, like a mouse or a spider or something like that, is not going to draw attention.
I could.
Yeah, but
move in and
we're in
pick
the
out-
middle of the Arctic wastelands. If you just like a random mouse, just like how is like Greykov, I will blessing of the tricks to you to give you advantage on stealth checks,
Yeah, I'm happy
and
to
then
go
go
in.
in and yeah, just a little sneaky.
Oh, bless you.
So is that advantage?
Yeah, blessing of the tricks gives you advantage on your stealth checks.
Okay.
Okay.
Good
I
luck,
will
Henry.
roll
Kiss that ass
stealth.
goodbye.
He's gonna go on like a 40 or something. No?
21.
Measly 21.
He gets sucked in.
Okay. So, Greykov, as you walk, you have to crouch down a little bit to get through this small tunnel. Because it's not a big space. Right? And
Should have leaved him. I told you we should.
I
you
envisaged it as being much bigger.
keep...
No, I genuinely did. I was picturing something like
It's not so you got... No. It's small. It's small.
No,
You
it's a
crouch
crawl
down.
space.
Crawl
No,
space.
yeah, it's like this, and then every now and then just go.
But you scrape your back on these spaces
Escaping.
as you're walking down this tunnel, but it does kind of eventually, after a few minutes, open up a little bit until you're still. Come on, man. Until
You're regretting your choice now.
the space opens right up, and as you enter this space, the air is noticeably cooler than even the outside, and the floor is practically non-existent. You can see a few scattered platforms that float suspended in air, perhaps by arcane means, and you see ledges on either side of this room, though none are accessible without a bold leap. The exit lingers roughly 90 feet across this expansive hole.
I see. Can I pick up a snowball and throw it into the where it appears? It's like kind of like suspended above like mist. Did you say, or it was like?
It's just a void, dark.
A
You
void.
cannot see the bottom of this thing. It's just like black.
Can I throw a snowball in for fun?
You get a rock or something, because inside this space you've gone in far enough where there's no more snow, so
No.
to speak. Just rocks.
Throw a rock.
Pardon me.
God bless you.
You pick up a rock and toss it, and that's all you hear.
Well,
Go pick up that rock again. How dare
That's
you,
a big
Liver?
I will back out and tell them that the hole is bigger than it looks.
2 ledges, did you say? On
Not a tight hole.
There's several ledges, so if I describe it a bit better, there's some ledges around the outside of this thing, but there's also several platforms that float in the middle of it.
I thought ledger is in like a monetary...
ledge.
Like a diary.
Speak his name and pass. So Yahoo. So YAHWEH. Like in Last Crusade. Yahweh.
Is it big enough that the whole party can get in and observe?
Yeah,
Does it open up to enough of it?
I mean, if we're all going to get in here, we're going to have to, lube.
Yes, it is large enough once you walk through this narrow tunnel that it opens up a point where enough of you will fit on this ledge to be able to see the same thing Greykov sees.
I mean, at this stage, it's just Greykov relaying this information back to us. We haven't gone in.
Correct.
It was a good opportunity to get rid of anything you didn't want, like any rubbish you have, or
rocks.
Point at Sly.
Rocks.
Jorgen, I forgot to mention something to you.
Oh.
As you woke up this morning, let me just check something here. Not that.
Why dice?
A lot of dice. Holy
You woke
God.
up this morning with your hand still wrapped tightly around that cleaver. But you just feel this intense pain in your brain, in your mind. It just like it aches like this massive migraine. And your grip on this thing wanes a little bit, loosens a little bit before gripping it tighter. But in that moment, you suffer 34 points of psychic damage.
This is after waking up.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Did you wake up?
you didn't wake up dead.
Spicy.
How the hell you wake up dead?
Greykov, you mentioned this is a excellent place for leaving something behind that you don't want.
I don't know anything about the hole. It was more a joke, but you probably could. I mean, I don't think I'll see that rock again.
As much as I love my axe, I have a blistering hangover, and I think this thing is cursed as fuck. And it might be a good place that this thing never sees the light of day again. Do I have the willpower, DM? Was it ever a willpower issue?
Not at this point.
No.
So you don't want it?
I think this is going to be problematic. I mean, it is super sharp and super cool and super excellent at hitting things, but it calls to me. It wants payment, and I think I didn't deliver the goods yesterday. I wasn't keeping tabs on it. It is one spicy axe.
Well, hole's there if you want to get rid of it.
before I drop it, can we detect anything about it, DM? Is it? I don't think we ever tried to identify or would learn.
If you give me time, I can. But the curse, like your axe, I tried to identify it, and I can't identify curses.
You just know it's cursed.
I assume very heavily that it's cursed, given how Fuckface has been all like.
Yeah, but you can't magically determine that it's cursed.
I cannot magically determine that it's cursed. It is not part of the spell.
Yeah, that's fine.
I didn't say it was fine.
Yeah.
Zane, does it ping on like a detect evil?
Wouldn't. No. Doesn't really do inanimate objects or anything. I'm trying to look now. I don't really have anything that does curses either.
Yeah, look, just to be upfront about this thing, guys.
If that's the way you feel, I feel like you probably should toss it and see what happens.
It really likes to hit things. And apparently killing something yesterday didn't seem to do the trick. And I think it's going to keep demanding. And when we're the only, or you're the only things around it in this wasteland, I'm worried that someone is going to pay the price.
Very well.
And just yeet it into the hole.
Do you want me to do it for you?
I don't think anyone should touch it. Alright, I'm gonna yeet it.
So you all go into this cave.
No.
I'll go in to make sure that he eats it.
It's a bit of a trek from the entry to where this hole exists. I'd say it's more like 150 to 200 feet of a winding path to get there. But eventually you find your way there. Now, you want to toss it into the pit of no return.
Toss it.
If it is as you described, Greykov, and virtually bottomless. If you didn't hear a stone hit ground or water, yeah, this thing's fucking evil. And I think I'll just go back to a regular old axe.
As you stand there on the precipice of this emptiness, and you see these platforms in front of you kind of floating magically there. You hold this massive cleave in your hand, your grip still tight on it. Sly, roll me a wisdom save, please.
That looked good.
That's a fail. So you do you in this moment, Sly. I don't know what's going on. You feel this overwhelming urge to be out of your character, your regular character moment, as this urge, this impulse overcomes you. And you feel this overwhelming urge to just push your gun. And we're going to end our session there this evening, folks. We'll pick up there again next week.
It was nice knowing you.
How close are those ledges?
You're on the edge, like if you look down, it's straight down to nothing.
Because I'm literally like holding the axe, being like, I can do this. I can do this.
I don't think I'm there. I don't think Draco was particularly interested to see it done, so I think I'm still on the outside.
Okay, Sly, also give me a 1d4 roll, please.
Okay.
And you take 1 stress point.
1.
Okay,
Yikes.
we'll come back to that.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna
Perfect.
miss that cleaver. I may also miss Jorgen when he's dead.
What if he flies?
He doesn't have the potion of flying. Sly does. Oh,
Pick
oh
me Sly
gosh,
about
Rick.
it.
Yeah. Oh.
Climb into a random butthole cave. Nothing
Oh,
could
okay.
possibly go wrong.
Nothing at all.
Well, that was
Just
awesome.
Team's just like, I'm gonna dangle this in front of them before their
Yeah.
session wraps up.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You guys wanted to
Yeah.
see what was next.
Irresistible. They will absolutely bite.
Gosh.
It's
Thank
a big
you.
hole.
Thank you to everyone that's donated to Starlight Children's Foundation as we raise money through game changes through all of August. You've donated a fair few health potions to the party here. I'm still waiting for those player banes, those extra damage points. But maybe we won't need it. Maybe we won one player less halfway through the next session. Yeah, who knows? We'll see what happens. But stick around, stay tuned next week as we come back and see how this all plays out. What have I missed, Dan? Anything else? What have I missed?
Let's be honest, streaming doesn't mean you can't donate. You can donate all through the month of August. 100% of all the money raised goes to Starlight Children's Foundation. We're a small part of Game Changers, but we do what we can. It's a cause that we've supported a few times now, at least 4 times, because we've been streaming for 4 years. But yeah, 100%. Get on there, support anyone else who you see who is raising, like just watching the videos. It helps with the algorithm on Twitch to get people, interested. Share, donate, all of the fun stuff. We'll be back next week. I really hope. Oh, it's also there's a new storyline campaign going to be coming up very soon. Totally forgot about it. I'm going to be running Curse of Strahd very, very soon with a few players that you will know. We've got Jez, we've got Greykov, Jarek, we've got Mark, we've got Robin is returning to be a player character. We've got GM Adam will be playing as a character, but he'll be playing with us as well. We'll be playing that. This is going to kick off looking like early September. This will be the off week, so Jez can have a break and be a player character and just cause as much chaos as he can.
Other side of the screen. It's going to be great.
Other side of the screen.
Yeah, that's us. Stick around. I mean, we'll stick around, but yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you all again next week. Cheers.
Thanks all.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks so much for sticking with us. If you missed anything, our VOD will be available after we finish up the broadcast, or over on our YouTube channel next week. If you like the kind of chaos we sow, be sure to hit that follow button and subscribe. We love to see those numbers tick up, and we appreciate every single one. You can also find us on Patreon, where we post one-shots and insights into our campaigns and streams. And check out our podcast available on Spotify and everywhere you find good podcasts. As always, we love your feedback. Drop us a comment or join our Discord and roll with the Raging Rolls.